governmental projects. Let's look into what China does. And their project, which is called Digital Currency Electronic Payments, features this digital yuan. In April of this year, China has selected 4 cities to first have a pilot for this digital currency, which is based on the R3 cordless ledger. Now, it includes the idea that you can convert this digital yuan from the physical yuan. Also, you have account balance checks and payments. So it's a really basic pilot, and the citizens can undertake basic functions like storing money, retrieving money, and payments. Now, in October 2020, in Shenzhen, I hope I'm spelling this more or less correctly. Okay, thanks for that. They have issued a lottery where the winners were getting a free account with some digital yuan in it. Also, in the city, there's more than 3,000 shops that are already accepting it. And China's idea is to replace a significant amount of cash in circulation already by 2022, which is quite soon.
And just to quickly mention, you mentioned that that people can convert their yuan into digital yuan, kind of 1-to-1, and that it represents kind of a first step, being just a digitized version of yuan and not its own currency. And I think that's and we'll get into this later, but it has the benefits of being easy and transparent for people to use, and that they know that they don't have any complex exchange rates or anything that they could get stiffed on. They know that 1 yuan in real life is 1 digital yuan. But on the other hand, we will see that one of the bigger concerns or risks with the CBDCs are bank runs. So when people rush to take their deposits, banks usually work with a fractional reserve system. So that means that they only have to keep a certain percentage of the money that you deposited physically, and they usually use the remainder of the money to invest it otherwise, and thus create more money. So, for instance, an initial $100 that you deposit may only have actually $30, and the bank might take $70 from you and loan it to someone else or invest it elsewhere. So out of an initial $100, they can create $170. And if you have this 1-to-1 conversion, and if people rush with their digital yuan for some reason to the central banks or the issuing party, they have to make sure that they're able to back it if it's 1-to-1. So that'll be an interesting challenge. But as we said, more on that later.
Yeah, correct. So fractional reserve banking will either be limited if people have accounts at the central bank directly, or if people have special purpose accounts at the commercial banks, which are special purpose in the sense that they serve the purpose to hold and spend CBDCs. And in that case, probably other reserve banking rules and guidelines will apply. But coming back to China, why is it that China, obviously having such a great technology hub, innovation hub such as Shenzhen, I apologize again, is a big advantage for China. But why is it that China is moving so fast? And some insights on this is they're saying themselves that they want to protect their monetary sovereignty. They see Libra as sort of an American project. And if you look at the participating entities, it really is. Officially, we haven't seen much involvement from US authorities apart from the cycle of them regulating it. But this could obviously change. Now, China knows that big parts of the global financial system relies on US infrastructure and on US oversight and US rules, so to speak, which is the US dollar itself as a means of payment, as a means of doing trades of whatever kind of good you're trading, especially, for instance, oil. But also the US dollar as reserve banking currency. So a lot of central banks are holding 60-70% of their reserves in US dollar, with decreasing tendency, but still. Also for some central banks, increasing tendency. but also the SWIFT payment protocol that is tied to a lot of the cross-border payments that are happening around the world. So China really sees today's financial system as US dominated. So that's one reason why having a pioneer role in CBDCs with the digital yuan makes a lot of sense for them. Another one is anti-money laundering and increased government insight, which, as we will explore in both the benefits but also the risks, the CBDC offers a lot of potential for government control, as we've already said as well, Ani, with biometry, especially in combination with biometry.